If you receive Social Security or Medicare benefits, there are several 2026 changes that could directly affect how much money actually reaches your bank account every month. And for many retirees, one frustration keeps coming up again and again. The raise didn't feel like a raise. Because even though Social Security benefits increased in 2026, many seniors say the extra money disappeared almost immediately into rising grocery prices, Medicare deductions, insurance premiums, prescription costs, and everyday bills that continue squeezing retirement budgets month after month. Some retirees are cutting back on groceries. Others are delaying dental work, postponing hearing aid replacements, or helping adult children and grandchildren while quietly struggling to manage their own expenses at the same time. And for some households, one unexpected expense now changes the entire month financially. A single car repair. One utility increase, one emergency prescription refill. And suddenly the increase retirees waited all year for feels gone almost instantly. In this update, we'll break down why many retirees feel their Social Security raise disappeared, how Medicare deductions are quietly reducing monthly checks, what survivor benefit rules many couples still misunderstand, the latest Social Security changes affecting retired public workers, and the ssdi and SSI rules many families still overlook completely. I'm Daniel Brook, and here are the Social Security and Medicare changes many retirees are now dealing with in 2026. Millions of retirees welcome the 2026 Social Security increase, hoping it would finally create some breathing room after several years of inflation. But for many households, the emotional reality feels very different. Because even after receiving the two pennies, 8% COA increase, many seniors are still watching grocery bills rise while healthcare and insurance costs continue eating away at fixed incomes. Some retirees say it feels like getting a raise with one hand while losing money with the other. And for many households, Medicare became one of the biggest reasons why. For 2026, the standard Medicare Part B premium increased to roughly $2,290 monthly for many retirees. That deduction comes directly out of Social Security checks for millions of Americans before the money even reaches bank accounts. And for some seniors, the increase felt deeply disappointing after realizing how little actually remained afterward. Some retirees expected meaningful relief this year, only to discover less than $20 extra remained after deductions and rising monthly expenses. For many seniors, that extra money disappeared after one grocery trip, one pharmacy visit, or one higher electric bill during extreme weather months. And what makes this emotionally exhausting for many retirees is that most people already budget carefully before the increase even arrives. Some seniors are driving part-time for grocery delivery apps. Others return to cashier jobs. Some are postponing travel entirely. Others quietly stopped eating out just to keep up with property taxes, insurance premiums, utilities, and healthcare expenses. And another Medicare issue still catches many retirees by surprise every year: the hold-harmless provision. Many seniors have never heard of it, even though it may help protect Social Security payments from being reduced because of rising Medicare premiums. Most retirees are covered under this protection. But not everyone is. New Medicare enrollees, higher income retirees, and some individuals paying premiums separately may face very different outcomes. That is why carefully reviewing deductions on Social Security statements matters more than many people realize. Because sometimes retirees only notice the final deposit amount without fully understanding where the money changed. And unfortunately, for many married couples, retirement uncertainty does not stop with Medicare deductions. Because one of the most misunderstood Social Security rules can dramatically affect household income later in retirement. For married retirees, Social Security often becomes much more than just an individual retirement check. It becomes part of the household's long-term financial survival plan. And one of the most misunderstood areas involves survivor benefits. Many couples assume both Social Security checks continue after one spouse passes away. But in most situations, the surviving spouse generally keeps the larger benefit amount while losing the smaller one. For widows and widowers already coping with grief, that financial adjustment can feel overwhelming. Some surviving spouses discover the household income they relied on for decades suddenly drops within months, while nearly all the bills remain exactly the same. Mortgage payments continue. Utility bills continue. Insurance costs continue. Medical expenses often rise later in life rather than fall. And for some retirees, losing even a few $100 monthly completely changes everyday financial decisions. Which prescriptions to refill first? Whether to continue driving regularly, whether to help grandchildren financially, or whether remaining comfortably in the same home is still realistic long term. Many surviving spouses say the emotional shock is not just losing a partner, it is suddenly realizing retirement finances changed overnight too. That is why understanding survivor planning before a crisis happens matters so much. Spousal benefits also become extremely important for couples where one spouse earned significantly more during working years. Some retirees qualify for a higher payment based on a spouse's work history rather than their own earnings record. But many families never fully review those options before filing, and that creates another common retirement problem. People making permanent filing decisions without fully understanding how different choices affect future household income. Some Americans claim Social Security early because they fear future program changes. Others claim early because layoffs, medical issues, caregiving responsibilities, or inflation forced retirement savings to disappear faster than expected. And many retirees quietly ask themselves the same difficult question: what if I wait too long and never truly enjoy the money? That emotional reality shapes retirement decisions far more than many experts admit. Benefits can begin as early as age 62, but monthly payments are permanently reduced compared to waiting until full retirement age. For Americans born in 1960 or later, full retirement age is generally 67, and waiting longer can increase monthly payments through delayed retirement credits until age 70. But there is no universal answer that works perfectly for everyone. A healthy retiree with strong savings may benefit from waiting longer. Someone facing financial pressure or health concerns may decide earlier income provides greater peace of mind. The real danger happens when permanent retirement decisions are made based on fear, rumors, or incomplete information. And one recent Social Security change is now affecting millions of retired public workers across the country. Some discover conditions worsen again after trying to return to normal routines. And for many older Americans already juggling medications, paperwork, financial strain, and specialist appointments, even opening another SSA envelope in the mail creates anxiety. Throughout all these 2026 changes, one pattern keeps appearing again and again. The Social Security system contains countless rules most Americans were never properly taught. Medicare deductions, survivor benefit reductions, SSI resource limits, ssdi work rules, earnings tests, overpayment notices. Each rule may seem small individually, but together they shape the financial reality millions of retirees experience every single month. And for seniors living on fixed incomes, even small misunderstandings can create serious financial strain over time. For many retirees, these programs are not just government benefits. They are what help people remain independent, stay in their homes, afford medications, and maintain stability after decades of work. And for many seniors, protecting that stability now feels more important than ever. One positive thing remains true throughout all these changes. Understanding the rules early gives retirees a much better chance of avoiding the costly surprises that catch many households off guard later, because many retirement problems happen quietly. Not through dramatic scams, but through misunderstood rules, delayed responses, overlooked deductions, or assumptions people never realized were incorrect. If this update helped you better understand these 2026 Social Security and Medicare changes, subscribe and stay informed before more changes catch retirees off guard. And tell us in the comments if rising costs have made your Social Security increase feel smaller this year.